mistakes. Here we go, baby. Good day to you. It's I, Timo. Here's my new championship, the Stock Car Pro Series 2022 Custom Championship. 7 venues, locations, and 14 races. Let's just give this championship its real name. It's gonna be Timo's Stock Car Pro CC. Opponent number is set to 31 because the actual number of pits on the respective tracks are limiting the number of the participating drivers. Vehicle class, of course, it's the Stock Car Pro Series 2022. As score type, I've chosen the Stock Car 2021 race. These are the available score types. Once again, Razer, if you have capacities, please enlarge this spectrum of score types or give us the option to set customizable ones. That would be really, really great, because not only is it too limited to a, where, let's say, more or less exotic set of score types with very popular ones missing, but also, well, I'd like to do it as authentic as possible, and therefore we would really appreciate it if we had the chance to completely customize it. Nevertheless, I went for Stock Car 2020 Race 1. Unfortunately, we cannot combine these two, so you have to make your pick here, and then it's going to be this one. That's it. Pit stop for refueling is set on allowed because I've set the fuel consumption to 3 times or accelerated, depending on the race time we're gonna do, but more on that later. Now let's come to the more or less exciting part, because I've chosen these venues for my custom championship. That's Interlagos, Goiânia External, Galeão Airport, Velocita, Velopark, Santa Cruz do Sul, Goiânia, the full track, and last but not least, Salvador Street Circuit. It's a mix of authentic and additional tracks. Well, the first thing you might ask yourself is, why did he pick Salvador Street Circuit and not Brasilia? Although Brasilia is in there and is actually the ultimate stage. Simple reason, Brasilia lowers the number of opponents even more, namely down to I think 29. And this is what I definitely did not want to do. I wanted to race with as many drivers, original, authentic drivers, as possible. Therefore, I added the Salvador Street Circuit, which I think is a wonderful circuit, and where they raced on until 2014, if I'm correct. I picked it as the final stage, hopefully the grande finale. It's 7 different venues or locations and 14 races. There will be only 1 race at Interlagos, like in reality. The second race there was an invitational race of VIPs. Then it's going to be 2 rounds at Goiânia External, 2 at Galeão, 2 at Velocita, 2 at Velopark, 2 at Santa Cruz do Sul, 2 at Goiânia Full Circuit, and then just 1 more race at Salvador Street Circuit. But the first one's gonna be 30 minutes plus 1 lap, and the last one's gonna be 30 minutes plus 1 lap. All the others, where we have 2 races, are set to 20 minutes, each plus 1 lap. I set qualifying to 25 minutes. Again, here we cannot simulate the real qualifying sessions they use. I think they do 3 shootout sessions per 8 minutes each. So what I did is just add these times, put 25 in real time, 1 session. This is how accurate I can get here. Nothing special, just that. My race sessions are set either to 30 or 20 minutes. I set it plus 1 lap. Where possible, I put the real date and real-time weather. Oddly, here and there, the game says not possible to find the real-time weather, although it's a past date. Pretty strange. Here's an example where the game couldn't find real weather. Oddly enough, just pick 2 weather slots. These will be it. It's going to be real time. Don't want to get it 2 times or accelerated. We're pretty close to the actual time they're racing, so no problem for me. Start type is rolling, of course, like in real life. No formation lap. I found that formation laps easily lead to, well, traffic jams, and then too easily to some error and penalty. I don't like these, so I'm perfectly fine with a rolling start because it starts way back enough to keep you rolling and get you into the race. In the case of Interlagos, we will then have 25 minutes of qualifying, one race, only one race, 30 minutes, and I will start on opponent skill 103. Of course, leave race distance scale at 100 because otherwise, see that it reduces the time accordingly to the maximum time. So of course would want to do that. Opponent aggression is on 50. This is an experience value for me. Works just fine. I'll be driving in Rafael Suzuki's car, number 8, who is the teammate of Tony Kanaan in full-time Bassani racing team. And this is where the gameplay options again come into play, because here you see my settings. I'll switch then between fuel usage between accelerated for the 30-minute races and 3 times for double headers, 2 race weekends per 20 minutes. Why? Because I want to make sure that everybody has to come in for a refueling pit stop. Here are my display settings. If you're interested, do you wish to have the cockpit wheel driver on or off? I really have no opinion on that. I drive as well with it on or off, so it doesn't make any difference for me. Another thing I'd like to show you are my control settings. For speedback, I use the default plus type, gain on 70, FX on 10, menu spring strength only 5. These are my camera options at the moment. I think I'll be using the helmet camera most of the time. And these are my current movement options, if you're interested. Speaking of limitations, deviations, drawbacks, I have to say, yes, we cannot use all liveries, all drivers in there. Second, although I did a custom AI, the game wouldn't recognize it, and I'm not sure why. I don't want to spend any more time on it. Once it works, I will put it in the game and then test it. Another drawback is that in my case now 2 drivers are missing and 1 livery is duplicated, and this is the one of Rafael Suzuki because I'm in his car, and since the custom AI cannot be allocated and made to work, we will have this livery of his car twice in the game. Of course, no reverse top 10 grid. That's not possible. We only have 1 scoring type, but nevertheless, I think this is the closest you can get to this great championship. I do not know the iRacing version, which is to come, I think, but that doesn't matter anyways. I am AMS2 and I'm fully into that one. Yeah, and this is it, guys. That's the setup. It's gonna be 7 venues, 14 races. This is the biggest thing I've done so far on my channel, custom championship wise and as a whole series. I'm looking forward to hopefully set a new benchmark doing this kind of stuff, because I think AMS2 and my channel, what I associate and demand from sim racing are a pretty good match, and I hope you stay tuned and bear with me through this. Hopefully it's gonna be exciting, and of course I hope I can not only fight here and there for a victory, but overall for the overall championship. I want to be champion of this one. No doubt about that. So thanks a lot for watching for this time. The first round at Interlagos will be out soon. It's going to be round 1, 30-minute race. Stay tuned. Until then, have a good time. See ya. Bye.